This is why women play mind games. But why do they play mind games? Have you ever wondered why there is a need for so many games and tricks? Why it can't just be simple, a simple sense of understanding what this is about? But before I get into them, let me speak about myself a bit first, as some narcissists do. But seriously, have I played mind games on women? Have I lied to them? Have I told them things that were not necessarily lies, but not exactly the truth? Have I done that? Have I misled women? Have I led them on? That's not funny. It's not funny. I'm laughing because I'm sad at what I've done, at the bad things I've done. Seriously, I haven't done anything bad, but yes, I have done all those things. Not in a sense of bragging, but more in a sense of admitting to myself and being honest with myself. At one point, I was, let's say, very blue and very simpish. But as the understanding grew, it then switched from my chase to then my control. So thus we have some control game footage in the background. The game looks good. Not sure if I'll get it straight away. I'll wait for this one, maybe for a sale. There are too many games to get in September anyway. But yes, I did get a rush from the control, the understanding that if I made her think certain things, how much power I would then have over her. So admittedly, I am no angel. Never have I said I have been an angel. I am not innocent. I am not a nice guy, even though honestly I have pretended to be so. But then again, some women can see through that as well. Some women can see through your own deception, which is actually quite fun as well. It then lets you almost gauge how good you are at your own, let's say, trickery. Some call it game, and in a sense it is game, because it's a sense of the trickery, the magic, the attempts and the failures, the game overs, the starting of new games, the uploading, downloading, all that nonsense to do with games and to do with being a player and game as well. All those analogies and metaphors mixed in together. You know what I'm saying. So honestly, yes, I have done those things myself. But let's get to the point here of women doing them to us as men. Now, first of all, a woman's mind games isn't always about what she's saying or doing to you. A woman's mind games is also about the games you're playing on yourself, first of all. For instance, how are you fooling yourself before she's even said anything to you? Because you may already be lost in her appearance, how she looks, your desire to get into her, basically. So by that alone, many men already fool themselves. They've already played into her tricks. They've already fallen for her magic, let's say. Then you, being a man, being a player of this game, you try to take her on. The thing is, by being lost already in how she looks and how much you want her, your desire for her, that means that from your approach, you've already given her most of the power already. She's already played the tricks on you. So beyond that, then comes the actual tricks, the ones where she says things to you, has you believing certain things, fooling you, lying basically, the mind games. It then comes to those. After the mind games you've already played on yourself, it then comes to the real ones, her ones. Then we can begin with the deception of how much she actually cares about you. It's a sense of what is it about you that she sees of value? What is it about you that offers her a sense of security, that warm, manly blanket? What is it about you? Then you have to understand, as a woman, does she really care about you in the sense, or does she care about you in the sense of what you provide as a man? Then it's a sense of how many games will now be played to make sure she can sustain that. Sustain you, not to keep you up, but to keep you in the mind frame to have you sustaining her, basically. The mind frame of how she feels about you. Now with that comes the lies. The lies about her past, who she may have been before, the lies about who she is now, and where she may want to be in the future. Some men think it's with them, but some men don't understand they're just a stop-off for her towards something better. So it's a sense of, do you understand if she is genuine with you, or if she's just playing games? If she is running game on you, she's playing you. Now some men underestimate what a woman would say to him. They'd think, well, she wouldn't really say that if she didn't actually mean it. She can't be so cold. This is the thing, never underestimate women. Never take them for granted either. You see, it's a sense of understand where a woman's power comes from. As men, many of us have the brute strength. Women have the more cunning, let's say. They're more cunning with the things that they do. That's why we have sayings like a woman scorned and all that nonsense, and the wrath of a woman and blah blah blah. Because women do things in a more cunning way. So where we as men do everything in a sort of brute, straight to the point sort of thing, for women it's a more cunning, more elaborate thing. This is why some women believe they can cheat without ever getting caught, because many of them, not all, do things in a far more complex and complicated sense than a man just trying to get some from this woman over here. They just think, oh, I'm just gonna get some. So it's more straight to the point, where a woman would be more calculating with it, because by nature women have had to be more calculating anyway, to make sure they can secure a decent man that will stay with her and not abandon her if he thinks that she's useless. So you have to understand, as a man, women are in a sense naturally cunning with the things they say to us as men. How would I put this? The fairy tale of keeping you in that fairy tale sort of thoughts and to not pay attention to certain details. Like I've said before, women see things in a sense of survival, what they need to maintain and sustain their life, as we as men do as well. But it's a sense of what she may do to use you to get what she may want, and what she may say or do to you to have you believing her lies to get what she wants. And then you have gaslighting, how a person would lie, and when you try to take apart the lie, they would make you think that you're the one that's crazy for seeing the truth to their lie. And many men are gaslighted all the time. Some men are unaware of it. Some men are too enthralled to even see it straight away. It's only after a while they actually start to see that there's something not right with her. There's something, red flags basically. Run for your lives, basically. This is why I say to observe. I say to men, look, go out there, do whatever it is you want to do with protection and caution, and observe. Look at what she's doing in comparison to what she's saying. How much power does she have over you to run these mind games on you, to have you believing these things? Now add to that the mind games you have already played on yourself. Because of how much you want her, that fear you have, that fear of loneliness, or the fear of not getting any, or just your desire to get some. Now think of how much you've already played mind games on yourself. You've already opened up yourself for her to then manipulate you even more. You've shown her your strings basically. You've shown her the controls to your game, if you will. You see, for many women they can laugh because they can see that men have already worked themselves up before she's even done anything. They can see how men are willing to simp straight away before she's even done anything. He hasn't even had anything. She may have just smiled at him, may have liked a post of his, just some simple response, something. And this man may have lost it and thinks that, oh my god, she loves me, just from a simple response. The thing about mind games is people that are unaware of how mind games work are some of the easiest people to fool with these mind games, because they don't see them coming. They don't assume mind games are at play. They assume this is just normal conversation. But they don't seem to think that, wait a second, I know she's lying. I know that doesn't make sense, or I know this is ridiculous, but she really wants me to accept this and to carry on as if I don't notice it. And this is where many men play themselves, by refusing to notice the small details of what she's doing. Many women show you how they are. They literally show you how they are. You just have to look. Stop checking her out for a second. We all do that, of course, yeah. We're checking her out, yeah. Alright, for a second, take that out of the equation and observe the person. As a human being, just observe. Then what do you see? For some men, they do not understand they have been in an elaborate, labyrinthine, chessboard sort of mind trap. And it is one that they have gotten themselves into by giving her so much. Giving her access to your thoughts and your feelings to a point where she is in control of them. So when I say to men, do not catch feelings, it's a sense of, look, there is something you want to get it. Understand you should leave your feelings out of it. The overfeeling, the overcommitment, and the lack of control is how you give a woman the power to play these mind games on you, to play you and to use you. As a man, You should always be the one in control. Not to control her, no. Just to have the control of yourself. To not be lost to her. To not give her everything and then wonder why she doesn't care or respect you and how easily she caught you in her mind games. Here's to seeing the traps before they're even set, and to the power of self-control. In other words, focus, observe, remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.